Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Julia, and this is Ellen. We are coming to you live from the FCNL office here on a beautiful, beautiful warm day. And we are so, so excited that you guys are coming to Spring Lobby Weekend this weekend. We are setting massive records in terms of our attendance, and everybody in the office is just absolutely thrilled to see it all happen, and so excited to meet so many of you all and to talk to you guys, and really do some really big important work here on Capitol Hill. So Ellen and I are here mostly just to talk to you all about kind of last minute logistical details, answer all of your questions, and otherwise make sure that you know what's happening. We're going to have a Q&A section at the end of this. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click the Watch on Hangouts button, and that way you can submit a email or submit a question via the Google Hangouts number. Otherwise, you can go send an email to julia@fcnl.org. Which is backwards on your screen, which I didn't think about until right now, but don't worry about it. My name is spelled Julia. You've probably gotten an email from me. If you have a question and you can't figure out how to use the crazy Hangouts thing, send me an email, and I hopefully will be able to answer it before we get off the air. But yeah, the first thing that I wanted to talk about, I'm gonna go over a few things about lobby visits, and then Ellen's gonna do some logistical, talk about the schedule, talk about some important traffic updates that are really very important, and then also and then we're just gonna answer any questions that you guys have. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is your lobby visits. We have so many people coming, students from 37 states, and it's great. It's so exciting, and we've set up visits for almost all of you. Some of you, we're still working on it, but you will be getting tomorrow an email from either myself or Catherine, another young fellow here at FCNL, an email that's talking about when your lobby visits are scheduled for, or for some of you, not very many, excitingly, we've gotten a lot of confirmations, even just today, of visit times. But for some of you, when your visits are, what the location is, who they're with, and who else is in your group. A lot of you are lobbying with people who you're coming with from school, but tons of you actually aren't, which is awesome. It's so exciting to see so many people from all different schools. You're gonna meet, I think, at this event a ton of really cool, interesting people who are just as passionate as you are about fixing our criminal justice system. So when you get that email, if you have questions about these visits, if you're like, oh wow, actually I'm taking a plane at 5 o'clock and so I can't show up to that visit, please send me an email immediately. We want to fix this. We want you to show up in as many offices as possible. And also, schedules on the Hill are totally crazy. And so offices are very flexible in terms of how how available they are. Their schedule is changing from minute to minute. So if we need to bump things around, they're totally going to be understanding. So please just let me know, and that way we can get you to all of your lobby visits.
Okay, so now it's time to go over a couple of what to expect type things. So guess what? There's a huge, massive DC-wide marathon happening on the morning that Spring Lobby Weekend begins, which means that you guys need to be looking for Andrew Silva's email to you, which will either be coming out tonight or tomorrow, that will have the detailed route that the marathon is taking, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's going to make it very difficult to travel into the city the morning of March 15th. So the program starts at noon on the 15th, and we really want you guys to be there because, one, lunch, food, you want that. And we are also having, starting off with a bang with a lot of really great speakers. So I really don't want you guys to miss out on that. So definitely plan in advance, add like 30 minutes to your travel time to make sure that you're not getting cut off. If you're like coming via Maryland, you need to use the Beltway and take 395. That's the best route to get into the city if you're driving in that day. If you're already in the city, then just use the Metro. The Metro is going underground, so you won't run into any of the runners on the streets. So yeah, so if you have more questions about that, we'd be happy to answer them. But do look for Andrew's email and open it. Look at the routes that it's taking. You can see which roads are closed. Next would be let's run through the actual program itself. So I just want to give you a general overview of the times. So the program's going to start at noon, like I said, on Saturday, and will end around 5 p.m. It depends on what you want to be getting into on Saturday, though, because for first-time attenders or people that want to ask questions about FCNL or just meet people in general, we're having an orientation that's following the formal program. So you're welcome to come to that. So the program will end between 5 and 6, depending on what you want to do. And then that night we'll also have a monuments tour. That's going to be at 8 o'clock. It's going to be really great. You'll also get the opportunity to meet a lot of cool, fun people then. And the Advocacy Corps will also be holding an interest dinner. So if you're interested in hearing more about that program specifically, you can come to that. And this will all be included in your program. So this isn't the only time you'll hear about these. The next day, Sunday, we start bright and early at 8 a.m. So after the monuments tour, go to bed, get some rest, because you're going to be learning a lot and experiencing a lot. So the program starts at 8 a.m. and it goes to 4:30 that day. However, if you are lobbying on Monday, then there's an optional lobby training happening.
There's a mandatory lobby training for if you're lobbying on Monday.
Correct.
And you'll know that you're attending that lobby training because there will be a sticker on your registration folder that says that. So just so you know.
Yeah. So you'll really need that. Jim and I will be running that, and we'll get you prepared for your lobby visits the next morning. So expect an hour and a half to 2 hours more on your schedule that night. For those, so Monday then we'll start at 8 a.m. again, have breakfast. The program will be going pretty long that day, but we'll have plenty of breaks. It ends at 7 p.m. The reason why is because we're actually going to hear from one of the senators who's been working on the bill that we're lobbying, Senator Cory Booker. So it's going to be really exciting. Our formal program will take a break for a little bit, and we'll have a networking reception. It'll be a really cool opportunity to meet all of the great people, the 400 and some people that are showing up Spring Lobby Weekend. You'll get to meet them, and then hear from Senator Cory Booker. So we're really excited for Monday night. And then Tuesday will be lobby day, and that day is kind of you'll see what your schedule looks like basically when you get here. So we'll be at a different site. Spring Lobby Weekend's being held at the Washington Plaza Hotel, but then we're moving on Tuesday to the Church of the Reformation. It's a Lutheran church, and we'll be based on Capitol Hill. Lunch or breakfast will be there at 7:30. That's when the church will open, so you can drop all your things off there and go lobby. And then we'll also have lunch there too. So the church closes at 3 p.m. I don't know if any of you have lobby visits that go past that time or not.
Some of you do, and if that's the case, we'll have the conference room here at FCNL open for you to leave your luggage in, and you can kind of roam around. Know that that's the case. We totally understand. The hotel, there will be some limited staff at the hotel all the way up until 4. So if you have a visit that ends at 3, you'll be totally in the clear to go get your stuff out of there. But if you have a later visit, we'll have you kind of make sure that you move stuff over to the building in time for the church to close.
Thanks. So if you want to see the most up-to-date version of the schedule, you can go to our website, fcnl.org, and then go to events, and then you'll see Spring Lobby Weekend as an option for to look at the program specifics. So last but not least, what to do when you have free time. This is one of the best parts of Spring Lobby Weekend, is that you do have some time in the evenings, and I want to encourage you all to get on to like Google Maps and see like, I'm staying here, the hotel is here, what is cool around me to be doing. So a lot of you are going to want to leave straight from the hotel and go do something that night. You are an 18-minute walk to DuPont Circle, a shorter Uber ride. Which has like Kramer's Books, and it's like really pretty and cool and eclectic. And then there's U Street, which is like another 18-minute walk in the other direction. There's Busboys and Poets there, a lot of great restaurants. And then from the hostel, Hostling International, you are a 10-minute walk to Chinatown and a 15-minute walk to the White House. So you have options, don't worry, but do plan ahead, because if 6 o'clock hits and you're like, oh, I never really thought about what I'm going to do with my evening, you'll spend the whole time researching like what's the best restaurant, and then before you know it, the night will be over. So forward plan, get on Google Maps, see where you're going to be, map it out. It's worth it. Also, if you just want to go to bed and relax and chill, that's totally fine. The hostel has a lot of places where you can just lounge and meet people, so you can take it slow too if you want to do that.
Yeah, and the hostel will be crowded with Spring Lobby Weekend attenders. Yeah. We really cannot emphasize how many of those people are going to be your fellow lobbyists. So hang out with each other, meet people from all across the country. It'll be really great.
Yeah. So I believe those are the main points that I wanted to make for you guys. And also, I very much so encourage you all to take a look at the weather. Bring an umbrella. It's probably going to be rainy this weekend. It's supposed to look good on lobby day, but Saturday and Sunday it's probably going to be a little rainy. So I guess we'll open it up to questions and see if you guys have anything that you want to know.
Yeah, if you have questions, go ahead and send them in the Hangout Q&A section. They'll pop up on our screen, or you can email them to me right now. I know, and I have one more note. If you're watching this and you're like, oh, wow, I've scheduled my lobby visit and I haven't told Julia about it, email it to me. I'd love to know when your lobby visit is. And by that, I mean, it's really important that I know to make sure that all of our schedules for everything are lining up, and so that I can let other people who may be going on that visit with you know about it as well. So go ahead and send me an email. But a question that we have, and is like definitely the top of our FAQ list, and Ellen has attended Spring Lobby Weekend 4 times, so she really knows the answer. But what do you wear to Spring Lobby Weekend?
It's a great question. So personally, I like to do business casual, more on the cash side of business casual, because I'm meeting a lot of new people. I want to feel confident and look my best. However, there are just as many people that show up in jeans and a t-shirt during the day. So don't stress out. You don't have to like dress to the nines every day. You really only need to look nice on Tuesday. But you are going to meet some cool people. So if you're like, I want to use this to network, then dress for the job you want, I guess I should say.
But don't wear a full suit on Saturday.
No,
don't do that.
No, it's not necessary. Yeah. So
or even a tie the whole time.
Yeah.
You can wear a tie on Tuesday, but
yeah. And also, please wear comfortable shoes. Please do it. It will save you. If you're like, man, I just really love like how this pair of shoes looks, but they're not as comfortable, go for the comfortable. It's not worth it. I've been there. It's not worth it. And Tuesday, like if you're gonna wear heels to your lobby visit, pack like flats to walk in, or sneakers. This is Capitol Hill. Everyone does it. People are walking around in fancy dresses and sneakers
all
every
the
day.
time.
So
Constantly.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's honestly maybe the least fashionable city in the entire country.
Absolutely.
So like, don't stress. That's my advice to you. You know, we have these lobby days every year, both in the spring and the fall, and tons of people have these lobby days. And you know, today was actually the bike lobby day, which is great. Hundreds of people who love biking and use it as their primary mode of transportation around the country. We're here on Capitol Hill, and they really run the gamut in terms of what they wear to their lobby visits, because you know, as a constituent, you don't actually have to necessarily look the most professional. You don't want to be wearing, you know, your gross ratty t-shirt. You don't want to smell weird, but you don't have to be you know, in a three-piece suit. You don't have to be wearing a tie. Just look nice and wear what will make you feel confident in yourself, is my personal advice. You know, friends across the country, Quakers are really known for their embrace of simple living, and they during the fall, when we have tons of Quakers coming to the Hill to lobby, lots of them really choose to wear what they would wear in their everyday life, because they really believe that they want to be seen wearing their true clothes and not dressing up just to impress members of Congress. And that's totally great. And their lobby visits are still successful, and they still like say really important things. So yeah,
that's a really good point. And I also want to suggest that you don't be yourself 100%, but I wouldn't wear something that would distract from like your visit or your message. So if you're wearing like an I hate something shirt, or like something really loud and obnoxious, maybe think about going for like the less toned down version of yourself, just so that they can focus on you and what you're saying. But yeah, but again, don't stress out about what you're wearing. Yeah. Don't overthink it.
Ignore everything we just said.
Yeah, don't overthink it at all.
Yeah. Do we have any other questions? I can look at my email again. I don't think I have any. No one's submitted any extras on the Q&A. If so, that's it. We are so excited to see you guys on Saturday. It's so soon.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing, amazing weekend. Our speakers are going to be incredible. You guys are going to be the best part, though. Yeah. I can't overemphasize that enough. You guys are just really, really going to be phenomenal. So we're so excited to see you guys.
Cannot wait.
Great.
Really excited.
Bye, guys.
See ya.